not necessarily reflect the views of News Radio 830 KHVH, its staff, or management.
It's time to enter the world of real estate in Oahu with Hawaii's only true real estate radio show, the Team Lally Real Estate Show. Grab a pen and get ready to take notes. For the next full hour, Hawaii's premier real estate leader, Adrienne Lally, and Attilio Leonardi will bring you the latest in real estate news and real-world strategies on how they can guarantee to sell your home at a price and deadline you agree to, or they'll buy it. Now, here are your hosts, Adrienne and Attilio.
Welcome to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the guaranteed sale. If you have any questions regarding real estate, you can give us a call here at the station. That number is 521-8383, 521-8383, or visit us on our website at teamlally.com, and that's Lally.
Well, good morning, everyone. This is Attilio. I was walking through the rainforest jungle in Borneo, and this lady came up to me and started asking me a bunch of tax and legal questions. I said, those are great questions, but I highly recommend you seek the appropriate licensed professional. And then I said, but Mom, do you have any other questions? Anyway, so if you hear anything on today's show that may be deemed or perceived as tax or legal advice, please seek the appropriate attorney or CPA on that, because we're licensed realtors, and today we're going to talk about real estate.
Yes. Where is Borneo? Where is
Borneo?
that?
I don't know. It just popped in my mind. Borneo, rainforest.
Is it made up?
No, I think there is a place called Borneo. It could be like a desert country, so there'll be people who will be like, what's up with that? There's no rainforest there. So what's our quote for today? Okay,
today's quote of the day is from Jim Rohn.
Uh-huh.
He's America's foremost business philosopher. I was fortunate enough. This book was sent to me.
Mm-hmm. By KK.
By KK. He's out in Maryland. Mm-hmm. I ran into him out in front of our office parking lots, and he's thinking of relocating here. And
sent you a book.
Yep, and he sent us a book just because he's that nice.
So it's got some good quotes in it that you're going to share.
Okay, so this quote is on activity and labor. You must learn to translate wisdom and strong feelings into labor.
So don't get upset. Work harder.
That's right.
Okay, that is the quote for today.
That is the quote for the day. All right.
So we have a learning story. Oh, we have a caller.
But that's Robert and Terry McKenzie.
Oh, okay, so we're going to be talking to him here in a little bit.
In just a couple minutes.
So we have our learning story. What is our learning story?
I don't know. What did we learn this week?
Well, you know what we learned this week? I'll tell you. See, I was saying that because I was supposed to give me enough time to come up with something to say. In any organization, we talked about it a little bit on this morning, is that things should be duplicatable. If you're going to implement something, I learned this. I used to be in network marketing, mm-hmm. and what the people ahead of me who were successful and were in life or in the business where I wanted to be said this advice is that if you're going to implement any kind of policy or procedures within your organization, whether it's your family, your church, your work, your mm-hmm. real estate team, it must be duplicatable. So an example of that is if we had one of the buyer agents do something, mm-hmm. it must be duplicatable, meaning that the other three
must be able to also.
Buyer agents must be able to do that, because then we're not going to be able to duplicate and leverage our systems and our time and be more effective and serve our clients better.
That's right.
Pretty good for off the top of my head. So now it's your turn. We're going to do a viral video today talking about the benefits of working with a real estate team.
Yes, we are.
And what are the benefits of working with a real estate team?
Well.
What about vacations?
Well, when your agent goes on vacation, your listing or your buyer, if you're searching for a home, that does not stop. It does not go on vacation with that agent. Yeah,
and realistically, if you're working with a solo agent, it's not like we're harsh and we don't want them to go on vacation, mm-hmm. because we go on vacations. We recommend, and one of the things we're learning from our coaching is that if, especially with our buyer agents, they're going to be working hard. Mm-hmm. We recommend that they take one weekend off a month.
That's right.
And if they're going to be working really hard over the weekend,
they got to take off a day during the week.
Take a day off during the week. But the other part of that call said, well, determine what do you mean by working on the weekend. You know, when I used to have a job, you would clock in at 9 o'clock in the morning and you wouldn't leave till 5 o'clock. That was, you know, working all day long. I would be surprised. You know, we do put in some time, but we're not going to work that long. So I think it's more of like sporadic, but being on top of it and available for our clients, I guess, is the key. So we can't all be up at the same time, and sometimes we're down, and sometimes we're out, and sometimes we're sick, and sometimes we're off island. So the benefit of a team is that no matter what happens, you're going to have a licensed professional doing what?
Working on your sale.
Here in the office.
Yes.
If we're off island or not available to handle that situation, we always have a licensed individual on our team to take care of your needs. So that's one of the benefits. Do we have other ones, or what do you want to go into
We
next?
need to move on.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so we're going to have a by the way. Speaking of learning, we for education, we recommend for your children's kindergarten through 12th grade learning needs, American Renaissance Academy. They're out in Couple A, and they provide students a rigorous, individualized, and comprehensive college preparatory education. You can check them out on the web at arahawaii.org.
Now, you know, the kids that go there, they know that ARA does not have homework. So, but what does that really mean?
Well, it means that they have a learning lab where they're supposed to do their homework. So as long as they are efficient, they're good with their time management, they will not have homework.
Yes. Okay. So they got homework, but they're making better use of the time by having it done before they go home.
That's right. Okay. So we have a caller who's called in and is actually a scheduled caller.
Yes.
And it's a recent success story. So instead of us, telling you, we're going to have our client call in and speak a little bit more about their experience. So basically, Robert and Terry, they purchased a foreclosure home through Team Lally a couple of years ago out in Leonardi Valley, which is in Mililani. And we diligently kept them up to date on market conditions and invited them to client appreciation events. So when it came time to sell, due to Robert being unexpectedly transferred to the military, they immediately called us to help. So are you there? Is it Robert or Terry? Who's on the line with us today?
We're both here.
Oh, great.
Thank you, guys.
Hi, Adrienne. Hi, Attilio.
Hello. Hi.
Okay, so Attilio, you want to ask him the first question?
All right, so our first question is, what did your home end up selling for? Was it below, at, or above list price?
Actually, it was about $3,500 above our asking price.
Oh, good. That's nice.
It ended up selling for $260,500.
Okay.
Which I think that's like the highest sale in that complex.
Yes. Better to be the highest one than the lowest one. You want to be the lowest one when you're buying, but not when you're selling.
Exactly. And then you guys, we just closed on Thursday, and you everything seemed to time out really well with your relocation plans. So
you guys are back in the mainland. What part of the mainland?
We're actually with family in northern Wisconsin.
Northern Wisconsin.
It's currently 22 degrees.
Oh.
See, I didn't want to torture you by asking you what's the temperature like. So I'm glad you came forth with that info.
It's very cold.
Yeah, got to keep that brand new baby all bundled up.
So you guys, your home was on the market for 6 days. Was that expected, and did that work for you?
Well, even though we'd been seeing the average days on the market around 180 days from the market snapshot that you're giving us, we were pretty much prepared to cover our mortgage payments for 6 months, and we were really surprised after Attilio came and took a video of our condo. We're positive that that's what sold it. We were on the market for 2 days before we received our first offer, and before the open house 5 days later, we had 3 more offers.
Yeah, because I think that as we mentioned to you, when you sat down initially with us, how are people looking at property today? They're not walking in the front door; they're going on the computer.
That's right.
And the better that you can present your property on the via the internet, the better response you're going to get. So it's kind of nice getting an offer without having to show them the home and do all of that stuff, and then
And I think that first offer was the one that we ended up closing with, and that was, I mean, they were seriously motivated, and they came in above list to show that.
Yes. Now, what else? Share some more about your. We got some more questions here. Number three. What are a couple of things that you liked about your experience? Okay, so you're having offers before the open and a video tour. What else?
Well, you know, it was actually really nice to work with Michelle, our escrow liaison, I guess.
Yes, coordinator.
Okay.
She was wonderful and on top of things, and you know, for me, I don't check my email very often. So once I mentioned that she could send me emails, but she had to tell me when she was sending them.
Yes.
She worked around my schedule and was very flexible about making sure she called me as well as emailed me, and she was very understanding when, you know, I mean, I was having a baby, we were selling the condo, we were transferring in the military, everything was happening at once for us. So
yes.
Very understanding with our timelines and the things that we were doing, that you know, she got a hold of us and let us take our time, as long as, because she was so prepared, we were able to have a little bit of time to do every little step. So it worked out really, she was great. So that, and of course the video again was awesome to help the prospective buyers to get a better feel for the place, because when we were looking, we were only seeing, the majority, it was only pictures.
Yeah, still shots.
They give you a good idea, of course, but not nearly as great as that video that you took for us.
Sure.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, another thing that was really nice was when we first started the escrow process, you sent us an email kind of outlining what to expect during the process and kind of how each step would go along and the order that would go in. And it was nice to have that as somewhat of a checklist to make us feel at ease, because the thing that we were really concerned with was the time that it was going to take.
Well, we do have to take a short break, but thank you guys so much for calling in and talking about your recent real estate experience here with Team Lally.
Yes, you guys are awesome.
Yes, thank you so much.
Oh, you guys, thank you.
Okay, have a great weekend.
Appreciate it.
You've been around, you're the woman that I want, so yo, I'm putting it down. Come, my lady, come, my lady, you're my butterfly, sugar.
Hey, Sean Hannity here with some important news for home sellers. The marketing plan that your realtor uses for attracting buyers is critical to create demand to sell it for the most money possible. In Honolulu, the realtor you need to talk to is Adrienne Lally of Team Lally, who has a national marketing program to guarantee to sell your home at a price and a deadline that you agree to, or she'll have it bought for cash. Now, while the average agent attracts few buyers a month and sells less than 10 homes a year, Adrienne, on average, attracts hundreds of buyers every month and sells homes each and every week. If you're not happy along the way, she lets you fire her and pay nothing. Call Adrienne Lally of Team Lally today at 227-2703. That's 227-2703. Or go to the web, teamlallyrealestateshow.com. That's teamlallyrealestateshow.com. And don't forget, by the way, check out Team Lally Real Estate and the show every Saturday morning right here on KHVH.
When you're trying to find the best of the best, don't settle for an agent that's just like the rest. Pick a team that knows just what to do. From buying or selling, we work hard for you. Team Lally, the best real estate in the island. 227-2703.
Are you a veteran interested in purchasing a home? If so, you qualify for the great benefits allowed by the VA Home Loan Program. Benefits like no down payment required, reduced closing costs, and flexible qualifying guidelines. Hawaii VA Loans is Hawaii's VA loan specialist who can educate you on all of these benefits and help you get on track with getting pre-approved for a VA loan.
For more information on how you can tap into this great resource, go to hawaiivaloans.com to download their free 24-page ebook. As a special bonus, after downloading the informative guide, you'll be instructed on how you can earn a $1,000 closing credit on your next home purchase. So what are you waiting for? Get your free VA loan ebook and a $1,000 closing credit by going to hawaiivaloans.com or give them a call at 792-4251. That's 792-4251.
Welcome back. This is Adrienne.
And this is Attilio.
And you're listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the guaranteed sale here on AM 830 KHVH. We're on every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. If you have any questions regarding real estate, just give us a call. We're here at the station. That number is 521-8383, 521-8383.
You know, I think we have a guest at the door. Oh, who is it? Who could it be?
Chris, are you there?
Yeah. Hey, Adrienne. Hey, Julia.
Hi,
Hello.
Chris.
Thank you, Chris, for calling in.
So come on in. Can we get you something to drink?
What?
What we do is we tell our guests, hey, don't be nervous. It's just like you're sitting down talking story, except there's thousands of listeners. Well, we hope there will be.
I think there's probably maybe like 3 or 4.
Yeah, there's my mom, my dad, and my sister, and then if my sister, no, I bet you there's a couple people listening.
Okay, so Chris, we just want to introduce you today to our listeners. You are our new marketing intern, and we have a few questions for you.
And the questions are, you ready for the questions?
I'm ready. Throw them at me.
Okay. What did your home sell? No, I'm just kidding.
What made you decide to major at UH in the business and marketing?
Well, that's a good question because my whole high school, you know, how everyone, like your teachers, parents, and counselors, they tend to keep pressuring you on to figure out what we want to study in college. And that's a really hard decision to make because it's something you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. So in high school, I started taking a bunch of random classes from wood shop to computer tech. And one of those classes was economics. So that was an AP class. And I didn't think I was going to be that into that class. But as the professor kept lecturing about how the economy and corporations work, I started to like business. So that led to introduction to business, and that's when I decided that's going to be my major.
Yeah, and here I'll share something with you too, Chris, so you can just not be so stressed out that or be concerned about your major. Follow through, get it done, get that piece of paper. But I think something like 80% of college graduates do not end up working in the field they got their degree in. So no worries, but you learn, and it's good, and it's valuable education. We just want you to stay in that field long enough while you're working with us.
And that's another thing. I mean, I do like the marketing business. Yes. I mean, I like the whole how it works and how effective and how useful it is in business life.
But Adrienne, you had something?
Okay. Well, no, I was just going to say that a business degree could go in many different ways. It's just not like very specific.
Yeah, as well as it opens so many doors. There's just so much like a major in English could open doors to.
All right. So
exactly. So that's a smart choice.
Adrienne's got another question for you.
I do. Okay, so you're a pretty busy young man. What type of time management tools do you use?
Well, I tend to stay by my phone a lot, and it's not because I'm texting all the time. It's because I have like I use task applications or calendars, so I'm getting reminded on like where I should be right now. So,
so your phone helps you.
So from from people's birthdays to the times I got to work, and then to the gym, and then to the times I intern. So
yeah, I don't know where I'd be without my phone because I have reminders like use the restroom, eat, continue to breathe. No.
Yeah, it would be a disaster if you lost your phone, huh?
It would, honestly, but I try to keep like a backup to my computer. But I don't know. I try to also leave like extra time, and just in case anyone like any last minute plans pop up and I have to do anything or I'm rushing. So.
Okay, so I got a couple more questions. What do you see as a benefit of being an intern at Team Lally to our clients?
Well, I think it'll be like I'll be mainly helping Marlene, the marketing director, and by doing that, I'll be making her time more efficient as we serve our clients.
Yes, she's going to better serve our clients. She's going to be more efficient.
Yes. And that's what it's about, is serving our clients.
What's going to happen is that, every day we have more things to do than time in the day. So what we're going to do is, like she goes to lunch. So instead, what we're going to do is have you go get the lunch, and you'll be feeding her. We'll put her in a high chair for like half an hour, and you're going to feed her, but she's still going to be next to the computer, though.
Where do you come up with this stuff?
But as well, I feel like it'll also like help us push forward, like move forward, and like we'll pick up the pace a lot.
Yes.
Yes, having new, fresh ideas is always a good thing, I think.
Yeah, and then, what I was talking with Adrienne, and one of the benefits, there's other benefits that you don't think are common or obvious that you're going to get from this, but I tell you, we're successful at what we do, so we're going to teach you those successful principles. And all I know is if I want to get somewhere where other people are, get around those people and learn what they know, and maybe we can skip a couple steps.
That's right.
Yes.
And I can honestly say I'm really fortunate to be interning for you guys, because it's not like everyone on their in their years of college they could be interning in business and just see it as a study as well. So it's also a big opportunity to be doing this too.
Yes, and it's convenient because you're going to UH West Oahu.
Right,
Just open up in Kapolei.
And Chris, why don't you share with the audience how did you get to have this opportunity? Where were we at when we met?
It's called serendipity.
Tell the story.
Well, when I'm not at the school or the gym, I tend to work. So I work on the Schofield commissary, and I'm a bagger. Well, I tell people I personally transport the groceries from point A to point B.
You're a transporter.
Grocery transport consultant.
Yeah.
That's what goes on the resume. Oh, what was that about?
Yeah. So I was bagging, and I saw Adrienne, and I so happened to end up bagging her groceries for her. And as I walked from point A to point B, so we started talking, and then when things led to, I'm majoring in business and a concentration in marketing. And I think it led to interning.
Yes.
So, and then to a card and to a phone call.
Yes.
The follow-up. You had to follow through.
Yeah, I tell you this, Chris. We get a lot of people approach us, say, hey, I want to go do this, I want to go do that. And we're like, fine, here's the card.
Yeah.
And guess what happens? We never hear from them.
I know. I think that's the problem with today. A lot of people sure talk about doing things, but they never do them.
Yes. So, success is a pinnacle, and at the top, it's very narrow. So not everybody can be up there. If that was true, that's called communism, and that didn't work out too well.
Yeah, so about follow-through, implementation, I think that really is what differentiates.
Yeah, and it's not really all about what you say. It's really what you do.
Yes. Actions speak louder than words.
That's right.
Speaking of actions, do you have a joke for us?
I do, actually.
Okay.
I thought really hard about it. And what do you guys call it? Exploding ape.
Exploding ape?
An exploding
ape.
You mean like a gorilla ape? That kind of ape?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you call an exploding ape?
A baboon.
A baboon.
All right. You didn't have a...
Where's your sound effect for that?
Where's the sound effect? Okay, here it is.
All right. So, Chris, we want to thank you for calling in. Hopefully you can get some extra credit for this call in your speech class. We'll send you a copy of the recording. And we're looking forward to seeing you on Monday for your internship.
Yes.
Have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend, Chris.
You guys too, and thank you for the opportunity and everything. It's an honor.
You're welcome.
All right.
All right. So if you're just tuning in, you're listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show. And we're going to have to take a quick break for the news at the bottom of the hour. But don't go too far, because when we come back, we're going to be talking about Skate 08.
The News Authority in Honolulu is News Radio 830 KHVH.
It's 68 degrees, partly cloudy in Honolulu. I'm Julia Norton-Dennis. Here's what's happening. The Algerian government says 32 militants and 23 captives were killed during the 3-day military operation to end the hostage crisis at a natural gas plant in the Sahara. The provisional death toll comes after Algerian special forces crushed the last holdout of the militants at the gas refinery. The Interior Ministry says 685 Algerian and 107 foreign workers were freed over the course of the standoff. President Barack Obama is touting the importance of giving back today, kicking off 3 days of inaugural celebrations with a National Day of Service. The president, along with First Lady Michelle Obama and daughters Malia and Sasha, joined hundreds of volunteers at Burville Elementary in Washington, D.C., where he pulled on a pair of rubber gloves, picked up a paintbrush, and helped stain a bookshelf. Hawaii residents are arriving in Washington, D.C. for presidential inauguration ceremonies that kicked off today. Staff for Hawaii's congressional delegation say hundreds of Hawaii residents have already picked up their free tickets to the swearing-in ceremonies. Tonight they'll gather at the Hay Adams Hotel for an inaugural gala to benefit the Hawaii Presidential Center Initiative, which is trying to bring Obama's presidential library to Hawaii. Rescue crews on Kauai have located the body of one drowning victim in waters off South Kalihiwai Point and are using a helicopter to retrieve it. They're looking for another body. Police arrested a 26-year-old man in connection with a New Year's Day affray in the Salt Lake area. Witnesses say the suspect pointed a pistol and fired at least 6 rounds toward 3 people on New Year's Day. He was arrested yesterday on attempted murder, assault, and weapons charges. High surf warning for north and west shores today. Sunny, high near 80. Tonight, mostly clear, low near 70. And tomorrow, mostly sunny. Currently in Honolulu, 68 degrees. I'm Julia Norton-Dennis.
When you're trying to find the best of the best, don't settle for an agent that's just like the rest. Pick a team that knows just what to do. From buying or selling, we work hard for you. Team Lally, the best real estate in the islands. 227-2703.
Did you know you can get a mortgage loan for a purchase with little or no down payment? Well, you can with Jeff Howard of Man Mortgage. That's right. There are a number of low down payment loans available, such as FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional loans, with some requiring no money down to as little as 3.5% down. With Jeff Howard of Man Mortgage, they can even offer ways to also provide no closing cost loans. That's all the costs built into your interest rate to allow you, on some products, to walk into a home with nothing out of pocket. Look Jeff Howard up on the web at teamhowardhomeloans.com. That's teamhowardhomeloans.com. Or call 258-7653. That's 258-7653. That's also 258-SOLD. NMLS license number 470411. Equal housing opportunity lender.
Hey, listen, folks, before we jump back in, here's yet again another great success story from Adrienne Lally and her team. Now, we all know this, not everyone has a house they're trying to sell. Some of you folks may even have condominiums to put on the market. Well, this success story is about a Waikiki condo, and here's what happened. Adrienne Lally listed a Waikiki condo, and after just a couple of days on the market, that's just 2 days on the market, Adrienne had 2 full-price cash offers. Now, even better than that, the condo closed in, are you ready, just 10 days. That's right, just 10 days. Now, these success stories results, they speak for themselves, but what you need to do is give Adrienne a call. Call today. Find out how Team Lally can help you. And remember this, that Adrienne Lally guarantees to sell your home for the amount agreed to by the deadline you set, or she'll buy your home for cash. Do this. Give Team Lally a call today, 227-2703, so they can help you too. And be sure to listen to the Team Lally radio program every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon here on KHVH Radio.
Party people!
Welcome back, and thanks for listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show here on AM 830 KHVH. I'm Adrienne.
And I'm Attilio.
And we're talking about roller derby right now. Today.
And real estate.
And real estate.
Because it is a real estate show.
It is a real estate show.
All right.
Okay. So before we talk about roller derby, we do have a by the way.
By the way, if you want to know more about our guaranteed sale program, just give us a call on Adrienne's personal cell phone, 227-2703. Again, that number is 227-2703. Wait. Okay, wait. Your ink ran out. You have to get another pen. 2703. If we can't sell your home at the agreed upon price and or time frame, we'll have your home bought for cash.
That's right.
Can't say the word cash like just cash. You got to say cash.
You should have like a sound effect for that. Like
I got the cash register.
You have it?
We'll have it sold for cash.
That's not the sound effect.
That's Bruce Lee style cash.
Okay, so we have Tadbit on the line. Are you there, Tadbit?
Aloha. Happy Skate 08.
Happy Skate 08 to you. Thanks so much for calling in. I know you guys are busy with last-minute details, getting everything set up for the big event that you host every year.
So yes, we're over at Palama Settlement today in Kalihi.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm not sure if people are familiar, but it's a community center down here, and we have started skating inside their gymnasium
cool.
For the past few months. So we're hosting Skate 08 here. It's our 5th annual Skate 08, and it's the first one that we've held in a sort of a proper indoor space. So I'm curious to see how it will go, but the skaters are starting to come in.
Mm-hmm.
I met with the Yukon contingent, so a bunch of girls from Canada are here.
Ooh.
I think other ones are from Australia. There's a girl from Sweden who comes year after year as well.
Wow.
And then we have our normal girls that come from the mainland. Tends to be San Diego, Alaska, Minnesota, all those cold places. And I heard San Diego is super cold this year, so that's probably why they're out here.
Well, it's an international event.
Yes, and
it is.
And it's roller derby. So Palama Settlement, when you're on the freeway sitting in traffic and you see the kids like practicing football next to this big gymnasium, that's the Palama Settlement gym.
Yeah, the big green building when you're on Vineyard. I'm looking at all the cars right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're on the Vineyard Street, it's the big old white building you see. Nobody really knows what it is, but it's a community center here.
Yes.
And servicing this area for many, many years.
And for parking, I know you got to go in the parking lot, but you got to look for that little road and then go to the road, and then everything will be made clear because the parking lot opens up.
That's right. Yeah, the parking lot out in front is very small, so when you pull in to Palama Settlement, it'll be a right after the lights at Pua Lane.
Mm-hmm.
You just keep going straight back, and we have a big parking lot back here,
Big,
sort of
huge parking lot.
Like a dirt lot.
And hopefully you guys will have those directional signs out too.
Yes.
Because I know
they are posted up there on down along Vineyards, and they direct people to the U-turn as well, since it's a one-way, one-sided entrance here. So the signs that you guys provided us with are up and freely flowing in the wind. They look very nice. I'll actually take a picture and post it on the Facebook in a little bit.
Cool.
Thanks. Okay, so what time does it start and what time does it finish?
Sure. So we're shooting to start our opening ceremony around 12:30. Since it is an event that we have a lot of visitors come to, we have a little bit of cultural activity to show them. Here in Hawaii, the different cultures that live on the island. And then the first bout out of 6 bouts is scheduled to be at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
And there will be bouts on that. So 6 bouts from 1 to 6 o'clock.
Wait, we missed it there. Cut out again. The bouts will be on the what?
On the hour.
On the hour. Okay, great.
If timing goes. They're short in bouts. I believe they're 30 minutes, 30 or 40 minutes. But usually a roller derby bout is 1 hour, but that would take a very long time, as we have 4 teams here who will be competing today.
Now, I know people's perceptions of roller derby with women is that you got these big, massive women, they're dragging their knuckles, and they got missing teeth. That's not what you're going to see today, right?
No.
I don't know. Well, there are some, because these girls
maybe the ones from
mainland,
Yukon. No.
There are girls here from, corn-fed, potato-fed.
Yeah.
And roller derby, there's a place for every shape and size, all sorts of experience level, even athletically.
Yes.
It's something that you can start with no experience, and you can pick up in, 6 months to a year if you're dedicated and have the right motivation and the right teammates to support you. Anyone can play roller derby. And you see it now on the mainland. There's junior derby as well, so they're starting them, 10 years old.
Yeah, because the reason why I asked you that question, or made it funny, haha, is that everybody has that perception of from the 70s, with the slope track, people flying into the audience.
It's left over from that, sensationalism from that, like how WWE fighting is today. that's what roller derby was like back in the day. A lot of, people here in Hawaii say, oh, I remember going to the Civic Auditorium when I was a kid.
Yes.
We used to watch all the teams come. So it is sport, but a lot of it, there's some extra flair thrown in for captivating the audience.
Yes.
Today's roller derby, it's still hard hitting. The rules are a little bit different, just so the girls can stay safe on the track, as safe as they can be. But it's a sport. Everything is real that's out there. Nothing is staged. And those are real hits that are happening. The competition is real. They are fierce, and these girls want it. So.
Yeah, you guys wear a lot of protective gear, which is good.
And if our listeners wanted to find out more about roller derby and about Skate-08, where could they go online to get more information?
So there is, for the general information about Skate-08, you can go to our website. It is pacificrollerderby.com /skate08. That's a SK808. Another /skate08.html. Actually, you just go to pacificrollerderby.com, and of course, it will lead you to there. Our Facebook page as well. I'm trying to keep it updated throughout today's event so people can sort of virtually attend the tournament. So they can find us on Facebook if they search Hawaii Pacific Roller Derby, and that should lead it to the updated photos and whatnot.
Yeah, so when they get there, what are they going to expect to see?
That's a lot of roller derby.
Yeah,
it's pretty much just straight derby all day. So if people would like to come, and if they haven't seen roller derby before, or the recent roller derby revival, it's a good time to come. You can go in and out. The admission, you don't have to stay for the entire 7 hours. Come when you can. If you need to go eat, you can leave and come back. But it's a good opportunity for them to see some really good roller derby. Hawaii is very new in the roller derby scene, the revival. So we have a lot of very good veteran skaters who are here. And the thing that's important for Skate-08 to the Hawaii skaters, it gives them extra experience. The experience they have playing with these very well-known, very seasoned athletes helps us in Hawaii step our game up and see, what the competition is like on the mainland. Because I know that both Pacific Roller Derby and Aloha City Rollers, one day in the future, we'd love to have representation on the mainland along with the other Hawaiian Islands who have teams.
Yes. Tadbit, are you going to be skating today?
Me? No, I am not skating.
What?
I will be wrestling about.
Right?
Okay.
One day I'll skate.
Okay. Well, you're helping, right? Because people can also volunteer, right?
Yep.
Yes. We, both of the leagues here, all of the leagues in Hawaii, it's heavily volunteer-based. It's a lot of do-it-yourself style. We like to say that roller derby is skater-owned and operated. It's something that each of us takes part in and works together to make it successful. But we also need that community support, the support of our spouses, our partners, our friends, and just fans as well. So there's almost something for everyone, whether you you can help sell tickets. You can get into the middle of all the action as a non-skating official. So you learn all the rules of roller derby. You help with all the scoring, the timekeeping, the penalty tracking, and there's a lot that goes on in the middle. And referees as well. There's a lot of men who say, well, in Hawaii, can I play roller derby?
Yes.
It's not quite here yet for men's derby. There's some talk of co-ed roller derby starting to come in, but right now it's a predominantly female-based sport, but the men can come and participate as referees, females as well, as referees, and they have their time on skates too.
Speaking of tickets...
And you have the... Oh, yes?
Yeah, no, sorry. Speaking of the tickets, I don't know if you said it earlier, but say it again. How much does it cost to get in?
Oh, for today, since it is a special all-day event, our ticket prices for general admission are $10, but children 12 years and younger are free.
Great.
And that ticket, again, will allow you to go in and out because it's a very long day.
Yes.
There's some supermarkets around so you can get food or dinner or whatnot. And then we have actually a celebration after the roller derby. There are the after parties, and that wristband also gets you into the after party for free as well.
So this event goes from 1 o'clock today to 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. And longer.
Pretty much. And then it continues. There's a barbecue the next day as well.
Holy
And
cow.
then Monday's a holiday, so who knows what will happen.
Oh, yeah.
A long day of fun. Well, we're looking forward to coming out and visiting with you guys and cheering on all the girls that are going to be skating today. And,
Great. We have about 60 or so skaters, so it'll be a good time.
All right. Well, we'll see you soon.
Yeah, you tired of watching movies? Go to roller derby.
That's right.
It's more fun.
Yeah. Come out down to Palama Settlement. We're at 810 North Vineyard Boulevard. And we'll be here all day.
All right.
Okay, we'll see
Thanks,
you there.
Tadbit.
Thanks, Tadbit, for calling in.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, we need to take a short break, but don't go too far. When we come back, we're going to have some properties to talk about, I think.
Yes, this is a real estate show.
It is. Need a property manager? Hire the broker, Alana Jo Dela Cruz, with Kama'aina Property Management. 398-2119. That's 398-2119. Or you can go to payrentformoveout.com. The way your property is managed today determines its value tomorrow. Call Alana Jo Dela Cruz for all your property management needs. 398-2119. Hawaii is one of the most beautiful places to live. With our gorgeous weather and perfect tropical climate, it's the ultimate paradise. However, pests love living here just as much as we do. Pests like cockroaches, termites, ants, and even rodents thrive within our very own homes. Ew!
Keeping them out is important for safety of your family as well as the structural integrity of your home. Let Kama'aina Termite and Pest Control keep your home clear of these unwanted pests. We offer smart, reasonable, and effective programs for your property. With more than 30 years of experience, let the Kama'aina team protect your investment. Call us today for a free estimate, 591-9997. Again, that's 591-9997.
In every real estate transaction, there is a virtual silent partner, the escrow company. They are there to make certain that the transaction keeps on track and that all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. We like working with Hawaii Escrow and Title. They close our transactions on time with professionalism and aloha.
We're happy to recommend Hawaii Escrow and Title for any escrow and title services, providing Hawaii's community with exceptional escrow and title services since 1972. Check them out on the web at hetinc.com. That's hetinc.com.
Welcome back. This is Adrienne.
And this is Attilio.
And you're listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sale, here on AM 830 KHVH. We're on every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. If you have any questions regarding real estate, give us a call. That number is 521-8383.
What's that number?
That's 521-8383. Okay, so
we're going to talk about real estate, a property.
Yes, let's talk about our new listing.
Brand new listing.
Live yesterday.
It's got that brand new car smell. It's not a new home, but it's a brand new listing in an MLS sense.
Yes,
Days on market, 2.
Yes.
So you want to listen to this because we know inventory is what?
Very low.
Very low.
Under 1 month time.
Yes.
So, okay, so this one is out in Ocean Point.
Ocean Point.
It is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It's a 401 series model home here. Listed at $577. 1,846 square feet. It's on 91-1008 Kayanai Street. Did I do well with my pronunciation there?
Yeah, Kayanai, I guess. Yeah, that'll work. And so is it going to be open?
It's going to be open not this Sunday, but next Sunday.
Yes.
No, the lot size on this home is a little bit larger, I think, than most others there in Ocean Point. This one has a little over 6,000 square feet. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any others that are available right now. It's like everything's under contract. So.
Under contract or sold. So don't miss out on this one. It's got that detached garage. You got a little nice yard. So if you got little ones, you want them to run around and be safe. And under there's that little yard between your home and the garage. You got a little paved patio area. It's not on a corner lot, but the road that goes behind to get to the garage access is immediately to the right of the front door, so you don't have a neighbor to the right. You got a roadway there, so you technically, I guess,
you have a little bit more privacy.
Yeah, have that corner lot feel to it, which is nice. Around the back corner, just around the next block, is a nice park. Mm-hmm. And looks like it's got parallel bars or something. Maybe it's a gymnast hangout.
Could be. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, there's no swings or monkey bars anymore. Boo! All the lawyers got rid of that, so it's just got these 2 parallel bars.
Yes. Okay, so, by the way, if you're looking for an outstanding insurance agent that will personally help you during the moment of truth, we recommend Bradley Maruyama with Allstate Insurance at 591-8016.
So, Adrienne, what do you mean by Maruyama? No. The question is, Adrienne, what do you mean by the moment of truth?
Well, the best insurance is the insurance you never have to use, but we know that's not how life works. So when life happens, you can count on Bradley and his team to exceed your expectations for your insurance needs.
And by the way, that's Bradley Maruyama.
Yes, I have a hard time. But you know what? Keep in mind that when buying a home, the cost of home insurance should be taken into consideration. I trust Bradley with my own personal home, so you should give him a call. And that number is 591-8016.
And his name is Bradley Maruyama with Allstate Insurance.
I'm going to get that for next week. I'm going to practice.
Yes. All
right, let's talk about another property here that's going to be open. This is another brand new listing.
So stay tuned because you're thinking, oh, that's the last property. No, we've got 3 more to talk about.
Yeah, well, this is number 2. All right, and this one is going to be open tomorrow from 3 to 4. It's in Leonardi Valley. It's a 3-bed, it's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 1 parking.
Ground floor unit.
Ground floor units, which is nice.
Yeah, you go right off the back patio. There's a real nice green space, and I think the little bit of the forest area up there, so it's kind of nice having that off your back lanai.
And it's out the gardens at Leonardi Valley.
Yes.
Listed at $230,000. So
if you're not,
maintenance fees are at $380.
Yeah, and if you're not familiar with Leonardi Valley, it's right up with the Lelehua Golf Course. Is that the...
And the Oceanic Time Warner Cable.
Yeah, and there's a church down there. But you go down into that valley, and all along the right side as you go into the valley, they have parks. Jogging paths, walking paths. Playgrounds, basketball courts. I mean, it's really beautiful barbecue areas.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's, built in 93, so not too old. So make sure to go visit from 3 to 4:30 tomorrow. It's great for, first-time home buyer or maybe even investor. I know that, so close to Schofield, it's easy to keep those rented. Yes. I own one at the Gardens, and it's never
been vacant?
Never been vacant since I moved out. So it's a good investment.
Yeah, and so with the inventory being low, no one gets to see this.
Until the first open.
Till the first open. Now, let's say you're a buyer out there and you're like, you know what, how can I get in the door? Is there a number I can call that's going to allow me to get be more successful at house hunting?
Yes.
What's that number?
That number is 234-4421, and it's our buyer hotline.
What's that number again?
234-4421, and it rings all 4 of our buyer agents at the same time. So whoever is readily available will be picking that phone up, and they'll be ready to help you find a home.
They'll be hungry to serve you and for your business, and
that's right.
Make your dreams come true, and help you buy a home.
That is correct. So speaking of buying a home, what do we recommend?
What do we recommend? So if you're buying a home that may have had remodeling done to it, we recommend Permit Check. Purchasing a Permit Check will certify that the major components of the property are permitted. Permit Check will pull all permits and drawings on file for the property at the Department of Planning and Permitting. They will physically inspect your property. All of their inspections and evaluations are done by either a licensed general contractor or an architectural design professional. Check out permit-check.com or give them a call at 652-3500. Again, that number is 652-3500. But go on the internet and check out the website. Again, that's permit with 1 T -check.com. So
permit with 1 T.
Yeah, I don't know, because I people because you could be a misspeller like me. I am a chronic misspeller. Actually I'm going to I go to night school. Permit 1 T.
I was working with Aiden this morning on his spelling, so there's something you have in common with him.
How old is Aiden?
He's 8.
He might be a better speller than me.
That's quite possible.
He probably spells permit with 1 T. I was always throwing the extra T on there. Then I didn't get to the right website.
Yes, so thanks for clarifying that.
Cost me thousands of dollars. I ended up buying a home that was not permit. No. All right. Any more properties? No.
We
have.
They
just keep going.
They keep coming.
What is this, a real estate show?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I think so. All right, so this one is in Royal Cunha.
Yes.
It is a short sale. 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, just about 1,500 square feet interior, and it's on Pauhana Way. And it's listed at $539,000. It's going to be open tomorrow from 3 to 5. And on this one, we do not have any offers on it, which is an opportunity for a buyer to come in because we work with the first reasonable offer on our short sales.
Yeah, so how that process works is we put the first reasonable offer in front of the lender. Once the lender comes back with a decision, we come back to you and say, hey, this is what the bank's agreed to. Do you want to move forward, yay or nay? If not, we move on to the next buyer in chronological order.
Yes.
If they're reasonable, and that makes it fair.
That's right.
And we've developed this process out of completing how many of these do you think how many short sales do you think we've completed?
I would say 300.
300. So now you're thinking, I'm just going to go through them with the short sales, but I'll leave you with this analogy.
Okay.
Doing a short sale is like running
a marathon.
And doing a regular equity sale would be like running the Great
Aloha Run.
Great Aloha Run. How long is the marathon?
26.2 miles.
And by the way, if you didn't sign up by January 4th, it was only what? $1 a mile?
$26.
Yeah.
Very, very tempting. I had to sign up again.
So we run real estate marathons all the time. So
Yes.
we're ready for your Great Aloha Run equity sale.
Yes, we are.
And if you want a great experience, please call Team Lally at what number?
They can call 227-2703. That's 227-2703.
Or check us out on the web at teamlally.com. That's Lally.
All right. So here is our last property. We've talked about it a couple times because you know what? We don't have a video. We don't have pictures. So all we got to do is just talk about it because it's challenge.
It's a challenge. We were not allowed to take pictures and videos, so we do the best we can. Even with one arm tied behind our back,
yes,
we're going to get this property sold.
Actually, I think we finally did get an offer on it. So it is going to be open tomorrow from 1 to 3. That's the only time you can see this home is during open house. So
that's it.
Yeah.
No showings other than this open.
And no pictures or video. Well, like there's some pictures they're not very helpful.
It's like seeing the Elephant Man, and somebody privately owned it, and you go to their personal home to see the Elephant Man.
What?
I think Michael Jackson bought his body, the Elephant Man's body. So unless you were a personal...
the Elephant Man have to do?
Because it's like you can't see it unless you're like a good friend of Michael Jackson.
Oh, okay.
And you can go see it.
Okay,
so this listing is like the Elephant Man's body.
Okay, so our Elephant Man listing here is at Kaina Kai Townhomes. And this one is also in Ocean Point. 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, split level, detached townhouse. It has a little over 1,000 square feet. The monthly fees are $385. And we're listed at $275,000, which is last I checked, it was the lowest price for that model. So it's a good opportunity.
And before we thank our sponsors, we got a couple more seconds. I want to tell them, they heard you say that there's an offer on it.
There is.
But don't be discouraged. Why?
That's right. Because a lot of the times the buyers, they will, they'll have offers in on other things. They find something different. They move on, and we have the approval, and they're gone. So
yes.
Still go take a look at it. Bring us backup offers because you never know.
You'd have nothing to lose by putting in an offer and everything
to gain.
And nothing to gain if you don't.
That's
it's like
right.
the lottery. You can't win unless you buy a ticket. Put an offer in. Doesn't hurt.
That's right. So thanks for listening, and thank you to our sponsors.
Jeff Howard of Team Howard and Man Mortgage.
Kiebame with Hawaii VA Loans and Home Loan Financial.
Denise Kaehu with Hawaii Escrow and Title.
Mike Metz with Kama'aina Termite and Pest Control.
Alana Dela Cruz with Kama'aina Property Management.
Flo and Frank with Spot Cleaning and Maintenance.
Diamond Hudson with American Renaissance Academy.
Todd Rentra and Janice Merlin with Permit Check.
And Bradley Maruyama with Allstate.
All right, and if you want to get a hold of any of our sponsors, just go to teamlally.com and check out our business partner page under our link section. We also want to give a big thank you to Steven and I think Rachel.
Rachel,
our producers here in the studio. Make sure to tune in next week. We're going to have an awesome guest talking about something that'll change your life forever.
This is the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the guaranteed sold program.
If we can't sell your home at the agreed upon price and terms, we'll have it bought for cash.
Thanks and aloha.
Coast to Coast AM, weeknights at 7 with George Norrie.
The whole universe is accelerating and speeding up.
On KHVH, Honolulu, Hawaii's home for